All right. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. Bitcoin is coming down just a tad, but we knew this was going to happen here. In fact, let me actually start off with this viewpoint here. Now, Bitcoin, I think, is trying to break out, but the momentum isn't there yet. So I think today we're just going to be talking about different positions we can buy up. I have my BYD account up and running right now, so we can invest maybe, let's say, 400 to 500 bucks into some different assets here with maybe 5x leverage, and then see where we go from there. I think that's probably like a nice easy medium for us, so we don't have to get too concerned about the money we might lose on this type of trade. But I hope all of you guys are doing well. I put out a video this morning around 12:15, 12:30 in the morning. I kind of wanted to bring it up with you guys right now because I am going to be posting these videos around midnight to maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Basically, right before I go to bed usually. And I'm going to give you guys the technical analysis that I think is probably going to happen here over the next morning, basically, right? Kind of from the time I posted around midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, to around when I stream with you guys right now. And I know only 284 people saw it this morning, but if you guys did see it, it was a real spot-on analysis. I was actually pretty proud of myself here with how it played out, because again, by the time I see this play itself out, I'm usually like I'm woken up because I wake up around like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, so I missed out on everything, and I just wake up and see, did it happen or did it not? So it happened. The main point I was trying to bring across to you guys last night was that what we talked about last night during last night's stream. The momentum was not good, so we're most likely going to pounce up a little bit more and then fall back down. And what we saw yesterday was a little bit of a breakout here. This was the Bitcoin 1 hour chart. And I talked about, hey, no matter what happens, we are most likely going to break down from this trend line here because of that momentum still pulling us down here, not really giving us enough of an excuse to break out just yet. But there was two scenarios. So if you guys wanted to short, you guys either short when we get down here and break down below the level, or you can short if we start peaking back up here, because once you start to break out, it's not going to be a real breakout because, again, the weekly chart is still pretty bearish there, okay? And the 4 hour chart, along with this 1 hour chart, was bearish at the time as well. So it was so choppy, the larger MACD, which happened to be the weekly one in this case, pulls us back down. So that was the gist of the video. Now we can go back over here and look at Bitcoin. You can see we had that wick up. It actually did go higher, then it went back down a little bit more. If I can pull it over right here, so you can see what I was talking about, the two different types of trades you guys could have done. The breakdown right here, which of course I talked about the support level right here, which we're settling on. So if you guys did take that trade, you are selling right now. And then after that, you can see how it broke out temporarily, but it just wasn't able to hold, hour chart to hour chart. You can kind of see what I was talking. There was a more lines drawn on the thing because I was trying to show you what could happen in the future. But you can see how it just was not able to keep it going there. There was some hope, and again, I this is something we always talk about here. That hope came. Which one is this one? There you go. Was right at market open, and then we came screaming back down. And yeah, once we came back down, you actually see we got rejected off of the old support level here, and this kept on coming down and down and down, which was not a very fun experience. I would expect for a lot of people that might have bought in early today, but I'm hoping those morning videos can kind of give you a little bit of an edge. I will not be right 100% of the time, but so far I have been correct 100% of the time, but I will make mistakes. But I do want you guys, if you want to check out my morning thoughts whenever you guys are looking at the market in the morning, because I will give you guys just my opinion about where I see momentum and how I think things will most likely go, which in this case worked out very well today, but it's not always going to work out very well. So, just again, not financial advice, just my personal thoughts as far as how I'm looking to trade throughout the morning and things like that, right? So when it eventually came over, I was up around 10 o'clock and I can make that trade, and my target price actually already hit in, because my target price wasn't actually set for this low mark over here. It was kind of set to over here. So I got a little bit of profit out of it, and that little bit of profit is, money I'll use to pay off a bill or something like that. I got to start getting my stuff together for the Bitcoin Vegas conference in May. Probably going to stay at I think I wanted to stay at Mandalay Bay, but I'm not entirely sure. Not sure if it's worth the price. But I probably will stay at maybe Circle or Golden Gate Hotel. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, going back to what we were talking about yesterday. in the scheme of things, we're not seeing anything too crazy. What I'm more concerned about is just the extreme volatility that we're going to be seeing day after day as we kind of play around with these 20 and 50-day moving averages. That's the type of volatility that freaks out investors, freaks out day traders. So if you guys are not used to trading in those scenarios, then of course, you know, you guys can just wait and do some swing trading right now. I do have my BYD account up right now. I should probably turn this back over here. My eyes were kind of messing up earlier, so I need to go back over here and... where is it at? Oh, they changed it. I'll move back over a little bit, but I have that BYD account up, and I'm going to start to buy into some positions right now. My big concern, like what I was talking to you guys about today, was those moving averages right here and right here. We could easily see Bitcoin go back down here for a higher low before making an eventual breakout, which then gives the weekly chart just a little bit more time to actually see those, see that MACD cross back over. There you go. See how we're close to having a potential crossover from the MACD. We're just not there yet. Stochastic isn't there yet. The RSI isn't there yet. I'm like, you know. But as far as just dipping our toes in there, I think we're fine with dipping our toes in there, but I don't think it's necessarily the best time to be like just going all in, if that makes sense. Now, with the rest of the market here doing its own thing, you know, Dow Jones was down today, NASDAQ was down today, SPY was down today. This was all about, you know, getting close to the gap, but everything pretty much got rejected, unfortunately. Even the Russell 2000 kind of just had a choppy sideways day, which wasn't too good. Dollar index is finding support. Gold continues to rise. Gold has been great, but like I told you guys, I'm already slowly selling off my gold here. I just don't see the point in holding it for this long. I've been holding gold for a long time here, and now that it's breaking out, gold may go to like 4,000 for all I know. But like if I've been loading up on this one for a while, because again, remember back to 2022 and COVID, everybody was just freaking out. So it was like, buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. So I instinctively bought gold, but you notice how we didn't have anything happen until 2024, right? So now that we're actually breaking out, I'm just taking a few years of profit, and just so you guys can understand, like let's say I bought over here during this medium zone. You know, that's around 73% profit. Not what I'm hoping for, but year over year, I think it's still worth just taking some money off the table at least. Now, for today, we're going to look at some meme coins and stuff like that and other altcoins. But I mean, some of these tokens, look at PopCat. It's been popping off like crazy over the past few days. But let's go over here to maybe the 1 hour chart. Let's get rid of the market sessions. And you'll see that we're coming down quite a bit. Right now, it's down 17%. Over the last few days, from the 9th of April, all the way up here to the 12th, right? It went up 119%. It's definitely starting to tip off a little bit here. So if you guys are looking for a short, this could be a good one here, maybe for the next 24 hours or so. Definitely something I'd be paying attention to, especially once the new daily chart kind of resets, so you can have a fresh percentage gain and loss. So, hey, Bullshit, happy to see my man. Hey, Villa, happy to see you as well. Do you find that OM collapse is a sign that we're heading into a bear market? No, I don't consider that as far as a bear market type of thing. For me, that's just a bad company model, and I'll be more concerned about a bear market, I would say, once we have a death cross between the 20 and 50-day moving averages. That's really what I'm going to be concerned about right here. But I'll give it some time as far as that bear market. Things aren't looking good, I would say, but we still have a few things that are panning out our way. So let's see. 1 second. There you go. And you just got a USB drive. Put all my photos on it, and I'll use 102 gigabytes. Oh, damn. You got a lot of space left in. Okay. So as far as everything else is concerned right now, I'm not like, there's nothing surprising from what we talked about yesterday. Really what I wanted to talk to you guys about right now, as the market's kind of still staying the same, is the 20,000 IRS employees interested in the deferred resignation offer as tax deadline looms. So this is wild. So again, About 20,000 Internal Revenue Service employees have expressed interest in accepting the Trump administration's latest deferred resignation offer. The IRS would shrink by about 20% if all those staffers ultimately take the buyout offer. The Treasury Department said the number of IRS employees leaving under President Donald Trump is approximately the same as the number that they added to the agency under the former President Joe Biden. So basically, he's just going back to Biden levels, or pre-Biden levels, which happen to be Trump levels, I guess you would say, right? That's right here. The agency, which grew to more than 102,000 workers in 2024, would shrink by roughly 20% if all of those staffers ultimately take the buyout offer. Those who accept will go on paid leave through the current fiscal year, which ends September 30th. The looming IRS exodus was revealed on the day of the deadline for Americans to file their income tax returns. The Federal News Network, citing an internal document on Tuesday, reported that the IRS plans to cut up to 40% of its workforce by the time of its reduction in force efforts are complete. Right? Damn. Right? So if they go over here and 20,000 people basically, right, take a 20% cut, another, they'd be looking to cut the IRS by about 40% by the time Trump leaves office. I don't know how they're going to do their job, but I think it'll be absolutely insane. Maybe they'll use some AI or some stuff like that to get them going here. And hey, Dem Crypto, happy to see you. And hey, RS Miller, happy to see you as well. Right now, guys, it's pretty much it's a slow day right now. We talked about my Bitcoin call last night, how it actually worked out pretty well. And we talked a little bit about Bitcoin here, but there's nothing crazy going on with Bitcoin at this moment in time besides the pattern we just talked about here. And that trade is pretty much wrapping up as far as I'm concerned. But we still have this downtrend here. And long story short, might be looking for one more dip. Not a dip this low, just a higher low type of dip than breaking out. I think that's probably what would work best for us. If you were to break out tomorrow or the next day, I'd probably say we dip back down, consolidate sideways here, have a nice level of resistance, maybe make higher lows or something, and then have a breakout at the sometime in May, if I'm being honest. If we do go down here to like maybe the end of the month and we're still kind of low, then I think we could have a faster breakout. But we're just kind of waiting to see what happens when it comes to those MACDs and whatnot and stochastics. So I'm pretty excited about Bitcoin here. I do have some positions I want to open. But part of me is just like, do I want to buy right now or do I want to buy tomorrow after looking at this because of how I see everything kind of coming down? I see Ocean is coming down quite a bit after it had a massive spike here a couple days ago. My freaking God. Yeah, I'm kind of iffy. Maybe I'll open up a Bitcoin position long, with a 5x leverage, and then we'll kind of just see what happens afterwards. But, we'll give it some time. And then before this news story here, let me actually get rid of the market cap because I don't know why the market cap is there. There we go. Check it out, 24 hours. OM is bouncing back up a little bit after, again, it's up 37% today, but in the last 7 days, it's down 87%. So it's not like it's a really good thing going on. DEX is up 4%, IP's up 7% last 24 hours. Radium is up 3, then Mint is up 1, and then everything below that is, not doing so hot. On the other side here, reverse, Fartcoin is down 13%, Pi is down 12%. They've all had good weeks here so far, so I'm not really too concerned. Excuse me, the only one I might be concerned about a little bit more here would be the Etna coin or Athena coin. That one's down 7% over the last 24 hours, and is basically down 1% over the last 7 days, and down 22% over the last 30 days here, so it could be better. It could be better. Let's just say that. But now we haven't had a chance to talk about this yet. But I am curious to hear what you guys think about it. As always, I got some coffee here. I'm trying to wake up a little bit more for these streams. I've been really tired lately, and I'm wondering if I'm not getting enough REM sleep here. So tonight I'm trying melatonin, and then I'm going to see if I can get some coffee into my system to wake me up. I've also spent like half the day outside because it was such a nice day, as you guys saw from my cherry blossom video. But oh, there we go, coffee. So Atkins becomes the next SEC chair. What's next for the cryptocurrency industry? We've been waiting for something like this for a minute here. All we really know, I think, for a lot of us is just Gary Gensler and how bad of a SEC director he was. And so I'm just going to read this article. We're going to chill with it for a little bit here. But yeah, it's just we need to see exactly where he's going for it. So this article says the crypto industry has welcomed the confirmation of American businessman and former U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissioner Paul Atkins as chair of the agency. Atkins' approval has taken months. He appeared before the Senate on March 27th to explain his intended approach to security regulation in the United States of America, as well as his view on digital assets. Atkins will replace acting chair Mark Ueda as the head of the agency, which began unwinding a number of court cases and enforcement actions against cryptocurrency firms when when President Trump took office. However, these actions don't amount to clear guidance yet, and that's the point here. We don't really know just yet. Trump does flip-flop on a lot of things as it suits him. I don't think he's going to flip-flop on crypto, but I do want to see more guidance from him as far as what exactly he wants to do, what exactly are the boundaries that he's going to put up as far as you can do this versus you can't do this. You know, what are we allowed to do before the SEC starts to send us a Wells notice or something like that? That's the type of stuff I'm concerned about. Now that Atkins is ready to take the helm, the blockchain industry is hoping for guidance they've been wanting for years. So who is Paul Atkins and what can the industry expect? And there's Cynthia Loomis right there with a picture with him, right? They say he wants to provide guardrails for the cryptocurrency industry. An alumnus of Warford College and Vanderbilt, Jesus, sounds important. Atkins has a long career in finance. He initially worked at Davis Polk and Wardwell before serving on the staff of two former chairmen of the SEC from 1990 to 1994. God, I wasn't born yet. Notably, under Chairman Richard Breeden, he assisted in efforts to decrease barriers to entry to capital markets for small businesses and middle market companies. Right. So he seems to be of the viewpoint that the markets, the system should not be just for the big guys. There should be some middle guys and there, even some lower guys, lower tiered guys there as well, which I would have to agree with, right? Now, let's see. Here we go. Ahead of his 52 to 44 confirmation vote, largely along party lines, Atkins faced a grilling from the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. At the hearing, Atkins said the top priority of his tenure as chair would be to provide a firm regulatory foundation for digital assets through a rational, coherent, and principled approach. So his goal is to help out the cryptocurrency community because, again, this is the new, what would you want to call this? Financial service of our age, if you will. There's still so much that has to be done, so much that has to be confirmed and rules that be put in place. If he does that, he'll have a good legacy as far as I'm concerned. Let me do one thing here very fast. I just need to... There we go. Is that working out? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. He said the current ambiguous and non-existent regulation of digital assets harms innovations and the sector. More broadly, he claimed that there would be the world industry wants to invest in America, but the current regulatory environment for our financial system inhibits investment and often punishes success. All right. I'm not going to read any more of this because my head is hurting reading all this stuff, and I feel like I'm still tired. But again, he's a guy that wants to help out crypto. Trump wants to help out crypto, but I don't think Trump really understands crypto as much as he would like to because he's busy with all this other shit going on in the world, right? What is crypto when you're talking about Russia, Ukraine, or China tariffs and stuff like that? But I think because Trump does want crypto to succeed, I think he will empower Atkins here to do a good job and make sure he gets the things he needs in order to clarify everything we need to in order to get more money being spent in America, more mines being built in America, like Bitcoin mining facilities being built in America, and those types of things. Making it cheaper for miners, making so we get all the Bitcoin here. You know, we kind of have more control over it than the other spots around the world, which I think is fair, right? All right, let me go back over here. Push it right up here. Let's go over to Bitcoin on the 15-minute chart. Bitcoin still breaking down here after that trend line broke down a little bit before. What are you guys talking about here? Ethereum at $1,200. Ethereum is at $1,590 at this point. Still going down a little bit more. Let's see. I might as well light a cigar and hire a hooker. Ella, what do you call it? If I had a cigar with me, I might even light it up. I gotta find a dedicated night to do cigars, because I think the stream will start. It'll be a cigar-focused stream, and then we'll just talk about whatever we want to talk about: economics, politics, whatever it can be. It'll just be a fun night to hang out with you guys and have a conversation. I don't expect it to have as many views as like a cryptocurrency stream, especially when something crazy is going on, but I do want to have those at least once a week. I think for my schedule, it'd probably work out probably Saturday nights, because this is the way my schedule usually goes. Mondays, I usually take off after I'm done streaming, so I don't really want to do anything, so I'm usually relaxed for that stream. I do nothing. Tuesdays, after this stream, I go smoke with a friend, so I'll be busy there. Wednesdays, I go up to the Columbia Tower, and then I smoke after the Columbia Tower because my friend wants me to go to, like, my friend's a member at a private club up in Seattle, so I go to that cigar club, which is freaking amazing. I actually brought Loki up there. We smoked outside. Loki was having a freaking blast. Thursdays, I'm up at the tower again. Sometimes. Rarely, I would say these days, actually. But I do go up there Friday. So it might be Thursdays or it might be Saturdays. I'm thinking Saturdays might work the best because I could smoke in the midday. I could have kind of a fan blowing because I'm not downstairs with my normal stuff. Have a fan blowing this way lightly. Maybe not hitting the fan per se, or my microphone per se, but going right out the window. And maybe that'll work out. Or I have a fan. I have one of those flat fans. I can put it up right against the window and just blow my smoke that way and have the air just kind of drag along. That might be the best way to do it. Because I do have a lot of nice cigars. I do have a lot of nice cigars, and maybe every now and again we smoke a good cigar. On average, we're going to be smoking like $10 to $15 cigars. I'm not going to be super bougie. Although, I did, let's see, Saturday nights are good. There is no live streams on. I'm from Washington. Oh, okay, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe Saturday nights then. And then what I could do is I can smoke some cigars, talk about cigars, and we just have a chill little time. I know. Let me see. I want to just look on YouTube very fast, and let me just pull this aside very fast while you guys watch Bitcoin. Let me pull this over here. I mean, Jesus, look at that chart. It's just not looking pretty at all. We're just going down, down, down. But okay, give me a second here, and then I want to see if there is a cigar live stream. So I see this guy right here. These guys seem like they're smoking. But he's not smoking. Oh no, he is smoking. He is smoking. Okay, good, yeah. So I can do that. And I think that'd be fine. Maybe Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, sometime around there. Maybe from... It'd either be from 6 to 8 Pacific time or 5 to 7 Pacific time. And I say that in case the East Coast guys want to also get in the stream without having to wait until like midnight for me to go live. So I'd probably say around 4 to 6. And that's like from 7 to 9. Yeah, 7 to 9. That seems pretty good. Oh no. 6 to 8. Fuck, my brain hurts. You get the point. It'll be sometime Saturday afternoon. I'll pull up Cigar. The cigar I just bought for myself, by the way, is called a. Now I'm gonna have to find a time to smoke this, but I am gonna smoke it. I got to figure out when it's made. I might need to age it for a couple of years. If I do, I won't smoke it. But if it's been aged already, I'll be doing it. It's called like a Davidoff Royal. Yeah, one of these. Check these out. Yeah, so it's a Davidoff Royal Release Salamones. So a box of 10 will cost you $1,500. I did pay $150 for this cigar. You may think I'm crazy for it, but I love to get some of these limited editions because you're just never gonna smoke them again. You know, you're just not gonna find them once they leave. Davidoff Royal Release Salamones is a medium body cigar. using only the finest tobaccos. This is no ordinary cigar. This is the definition of prestige. Every step of the development of this blend is meticulous. In fact, the process itself takes one whole decade. Davidoff cigar artisans handpick every seed and tobacco leaf that leads to the formation of this cigar. The special aromatic Dominican wrapper is unique to this blend. No other Davidoff cigar sports it, nor the Davidoff comes close to this cigar. Oh my god, that's okay, never mind. This is the brand's most premium and expensive cigar yet, right? So, yeah, should be kind of fun. I haven't seen anybody smoke it online, so maybe I'll do it on the stream with you guys or something. I'm not sure. I think one of my friends is graduating from medical school here pretty soon, so I may go smoke it with him down in Oregon. But it looks really freaking good. Look at that. That's just, yeah. I wonder what it smells like though. I haven't opened it up yet. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see what can happen with it. It'd be nice to smoke with you guys here. And hey, Riz, happy to see you as well. Well, I was talking with a couple of friends in the cryptocurrency space, and they were telling me I need to promote myself more on X. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start posting all of my videos that I have with you guys, all the streams that I do. I'm going to post them onto X afterwards. So after the stream is over, I'll wait for YouTube to kind of get it fixed up in the system, and then I'll download it, then I'll upload it over to X and then see where it goes. But every time I have a video, I think I'm just going to post it. I'm going to post it on X as well and see how that works out. I've never been a big Twitter guy unless I've been working with Opus Clip, in which case I post a lot of random videos and stuff on there. But besides that, I haven't been doing as much, right? Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I do a little bit of stuff on TikTok, but I don't really like TikTok as much. I don't like the short form content stuff. And I got admitted into their partner program. And I think all of my videos have to be like over a minute long in order to make money off of TikTok, I think. So I'm kind of confused about how that is. I do have a Rumble account, but Rumble, I never got any views, any attraction, nothing, because I didn't go full-throated politics in there. Like if I go over here to Rumble, as I drink some coffee. Right, so there's gaming, crypto. You know, this guy has a 46-second video and somehow it's on the front page. You know, I don't know. It just feels so odd. Digital Asset News, that's a good channel. Like, here's Digital Asset News. This is a larger channel on YouTube, right? Yeah, he only has 323 followers on Digital Asset News. Right? And I'm just like, I don't know how many viewers watch this, but it has no likes, and it just really weirds me out how they just can't get traction. Yet if you want to go to the help, I mean, you can find stuff that gets views. It just happens to be very political content, and because I can't really, you know, I don't want to go full-throated politics every freaking day. I'll freaking have a, what do you call, aneurysm or something. So yeah, so I kind of gave up on this really fast after I went back to it. But yeah, I just don't see anything happening on Rumble, at least in, you know, only political news and stuff like that. So I'm mostly sticking to YouTube, but I feel like if I'm gonna expand somewhere, I'll expand on X. And you know what? You know what I'll probably do? Excuse me. Almond milk. Oh my god. All right. I might expand onto LinkedIn. Now that's more for partnerships and business opportunities, but I think that'd be more valuable to me than going on TikTok or Meta or Instagram or whatever the one we were just talking about, Rumble. There we go. You got a fat blunt just cropped the other day. Ooh, that'd be cool. You're gonna light one. That'd be nice. I'll be smoking cigars with a beer once in Stuttgart. Oh, that sounds really nice right there too. Just smoking anywhere, especially when you're out of town. Did you buy the cigar show on the 4th Avenue of downtown Seattle? No, I didn't even know there was a cigar show in Seattle. Let me see. Let me check it out. I know there's a few cigar events coming up. This is in June, the Emerald City Cigar Experience. I have a friend hosting this. I'm personally not going to it. But the tickets, I think, $0 to $250, so it's not like crazy expensive. But like there's a cigar lounge here that I don't like that they have on here, so I'm just not gonna pay for it. Yeah, but I know that one. I didn't know there was a show or something like that. I'm friends with the owner of Rain City Cigars right here. This one's pretty good. Or about us, Rain City. There you go, Rain City Cigar. I'm friends with the owner. Whenever he comes into town, we grab a smoke. I'm in the same room when he comes in to smoke, I should say that. And there's also the shop in Seattle. This is a place that I like as well. It's like a country club for car and motorcycle enthusiasts. A lot of cool cars and stuff like that. But I care about tobacconists. They have a tobacconist in here. And I have their pipes, and they're fucking amazing. But yeah, so there's some cool stuff there. Yeah. But I haven't been to the one. I didn't even know there was a show or something like that happening in Seattle. Had no idea. Downtown Seattle shop. Yeah, I don't know. What do you call it? I bought that cigar where I paid $150 for it at the shop. At that lady's her name is Stacy. She runs it. She's really nice. What's going on to Nvidia? Didn't they just have a news report out a few minutes ago? Here. Boom. Nvidia says it will record 5.5 billion charge tied to H2O processors, H20 processors exported to China. Right? Yeah. The stock's at almost 5% in extended trading. It's down 6% right now. Tariffs are hitting hard. And of course, if you wanted to check out the NASDAQ futures, you can see exactly what happened here. It just got slammed. Got slammed hard. But yeah, this is the news that they're talking about here. Again, tariffs cost money. Tariffs cost a lot of money. But you know, what can you do? Nothing you can do at this point. They gotta hold out. I mean, they're making so much money. Trump's gonna be like, you deal with it. You know what I mean? Look up Azumi Austin from Seattle. Let me see. Nothing's coming up. Look up Azumi Austin from Seattle. Yeah, nothing's coming up when I Google that. Azumi Austin from Seattle. All I'm getting is flights from Seattle to Austin. Yeah, nothing's popping up on my screen. If you have another way for me to search it, let me know. But I typed in Azumi Austin from Seattle, and it's just giving me flight information. And I'm not flying to Austin anytime soon. Anyhow, I'm happy to see you. So I meant cigar shop on 4th Avenue. What cigar shops on 4th Avenue here? Let me pull this up right here. There we go. And let me just type in cigar, tobacconist. You said 4th Avenue? This is 6th Avenue. Rain City over here is on Michigan Street. Tobacco Patch, this is Pike and Stewart. This one is on 3rd Avenue right here. These ones are not going to be on 4th Avenue, no. No, Tobacco Leaf, Cigar Shop, The Walking Humidor. Let's see how this one is. This one's pretty nice. Oh, it also has bongs and stuff, so it kind of makes it feel kind of weird in there. Cigars look nice, though. Doesn't look like it's premium stuff, but heck, you get what you can, because most people don't need the premium stuff, because most people can't appreciate it. Heck, I can't appreciate it. I just buy it because, because, yeah, I don't know what cigar shop. I see this one over here and this one over here. I think you might be talking about international cigars and tobacco. I don't know. Let me see. Looks like they have a lot of cigars in here. Yeah, there's a lot of sticks in there. The one I go to, it's not really well known, I would say. I'd recommend, because see how the SEO is FK Curse Pipe and Cigars, right? It used to be tobacconist. Nobody searched for tobacconist, so I told them to switch it up. 4.6 out of 5. It's really nice. So when you walk in, you see all that stuff. That's Macklemore's Moose and everything like that. But there's the humidor. And we got a lot of stuff in here. It's just that their stuff, you can't see it right here, but there's like opuses and stuff and padrones. Like some of their sticks go for like hundreds of dollars because they're just that rare. I'll probably take it. I'll take a better photo and I'll update it to Google so they have it. But yeah, it's pretty nice. 4th and 6th, yeah, that's probably the one you're talking about then. Need to find a new cigar lounge in May when you're back in Vegas. Resorts World was fun. I was talking to a friend about that last night, actually, at the Cigar Lounge. We were talking about some cryptocurrency stuff, and I heard about a few. I think one of them was called Triple Crown in Vegas, so I might try that one out next. I like Resorts World. I like 8, but it's just so expensive. I can't do it too often. I usually like to buy my cigars maybe from Tap and Ash because it's cheaper. Smoke one there, then I go out and smoke the other cigars somewhere else. Like on top of Circa on the 60th floor, they have the Legacy Club. That place is amazing. Or you get the let me do this. I might be able to do this. Let me see. Instagram. I don't post on Instagram too much, but this is probably a good example of why I should post on Instagram. Jesus. What are these? Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let me post this right here. I'm going to post to Instagram. I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's see. There you go. It's uploading. It's uploading. If it does update. There you go. It was updated. Okay. So I think if I go to my YouTube channel, maybe my Instagram's on there. I'm not entirely sure. I don't use Instagram hardly ever, like I said before. But I might find one here. Links Instagram. There we go. Oh, so I might have changed the name or something like that. Do I have a login with Instagram? I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Login with Facebook. Am I there? Nope. No, I found the imposter of me before I found myself. Kind of crazy. Fine. You know what I'll do? I can do other stuff here as well. As Bitcoin continues to fall, my God, right now, yeah. I'll just email it to myself. So you can see the type of view I'm talking about. There we go. Alright, it'll pop up here sometime sooner or later, and I'll pull it up for you guys. Awesome. Austin is how it's spelled. Let's see. Oh, hold on, my microphone's getting all spazazzy. I forgot if I have my phone too close to my headphones, everything just gets all staticky. Is it a YouTuber? Yeah, it seems like he's a YouTuber or something like that. I don't know what the guy does though. Oh, he's a crypto guy. Okay. Yeah. What about him? What about the Austin guy? Let's see. You go to Pike, make a right, and it's right by near where the camera shop used to be. Oh, I see. Okay, I get what you're saying there. And hey, Ram, it seems like the crypto market isn't moving much today. No, it's not. I mean, it's following exactly what I said it was going to do yesterday and what I said at middle of the night when I posted that video. So I'm like, I already made my money. My price target hit off the short. What am I going to do now, right? I'm not going to force myself into another trade. I think Bitcoin has a little bit more room to come down here. We'll see. But then I want to buy that dip and see if I can make some money off of it here. I may start buying. Maybe I'll give it a few more hours. Now, how do I do this? Let me download this. Now the thing is, can you? Oh, you guys can see this. So this is the view when I was drinking out on Wednesday night. Took some me time basically, and got myself a nice spicy cocktail. Behind the cocktail, there was a nice little. I don't know what the heck it was. It was like a little dessert thing. I had an espresso shot down here. Had I was smoking the cigar with my hand, but I had my matches and my little ashtray, and I was looking, at the skyline of Vegas, which is really fun. You got the Westgate over there, Stratosphere over there, some condos. I think that's the Fountain Blue over there, Resorts World, Trump International, the Rio. I think that's the Encore. I think the Wind's on the other side of it, and that's the Cosmopolitan down there. So a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, I like just chilling at this one specific spot. There was a lot of people here, but it was still a really good time. This is Fremont Street that I'm basically on right now. I think that's the Golden Gate, perhaps. But yeah, just great vibes, great vibes. A little expensive on the cocktails, but they're reasonable for Vegas, I would say, right? That might be the one I was thinking. This was like 40 years ago, and it used to be there, but it was like still 2019. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cigar spots that move around in Seattle just because crime builds up in certain areas. So they may have been there for the last 5 years, but all of a sudden, this police have slowly moved crime into the area to help another area out, and then the windows start getting busted in and stuff like that. So what they do is they just say, okay, we got to move, and then they just move after the lease is over. Sometimes that's all you can do because when it comes to cigar shops, my God, they spend a lot of money on cigars. So when people steal cigars, sure, you got insurance, but that means your insurance goes up because you're in a bad neighborhood. That means you got to pay more for all that type of shit. You're gonna check out Dumminger cigars in Stuttgart when you get there. Let me know how all those cigars are. I'm very curious to see how cigars are from other countries. I'm a fan of Cubans, Ecuadorians, Dominicans, things like that. I'm not really sure about the other stuff outside of those areas. I know there are American tobacco companies. I just haven't really tried them all too much. I don't know if they're good or not. I really have no idea if they're good or not. I've heard mixed reviews about them, but again, you're going to hear mixed reviews about Ecuadorian blends and, that type of stuff as well. So I'll have to try them eventually. But I'm a Maduro. I like things that are medium to medium full, all the way up to full. Like one of the cigars I personally enjoy quite a bit is going to be something more of a Maduro. There you go. This is Casa Monte Cristo here. You see how it has like this little bit of a scale, if you will. Like, medium, but see, it gets a full over here, Lagoria Clubana Series R. This thing, it's so strong, it kind of doesn't taste very good, but it's like full on strength. These are very cheap cigars. Yeah, box of 24 is 257. So that's 257 divided by, how many did I just say? 24. And that's 1070 a stick. That's a steal. My go-to cigar is like a Honduras, Mexico, Padron. This is going to be a Padron 1926 series, and those usually start from $15.79 to $23. I don't like the Anniversario 64s here, but the Family Reserves, I mean, this is a really good one as well. Padron de Massa, I think that's okay, but what do you call Padron Black? I've heard of this cigar, but I haven't tried it, and you can see it's a $40 stick, so it's kind of expensive. These ones right here, the Family Reserve, again, kind of more medium to strong, but let's see. Where's the 60? Do they have the 60? No. 46 years, 45, 85. That's not bad. I'm looking for a specific one, though. Maybe it's not in the reserve family. Maybe it's the 1926. Number 90 is really good as well. I think a lot of you guys, if you want something strong, this is really nice. A little bit on the pricier side. What that means, like 25 bucks per stick. But I often buy these. They're just really good. You're not going to smoke them daily because they are like $25 stick. But if you ever want to just start off your night with something good, or you have something good happening with your day, or even something bad happening with your day, you pull out that cigar and you're like, ah, yeah, this is a good way to go, right? Here's the 15-minute Bitcoin chart. You can just see ever since this morning it's been coming down straight. Nothing of a good day happening today. God damn it. It has not been a good day today. I feel like when I'm tired, I try to make sentences that don't make sense and just kind of blur together, right? Do you remember what kind I got was enjoyable? I do not recall. I think I got a Liga. I don't remember what stick you got. It might have been a My Father, but I'm not entirely sure. The problem with that 8 cigar lounge that we went to is like everything is over 100% marked up at 8 lounge. So like I was paying like 50 bucks for a Liga cigar, like a Liga 9. But if you go to a website and you type in like, there you go, Liga Privada. All they have is boxes. Let me see. Let's see if does it have one. Here you go. So again, I bought it for like 50 bucks. In reality, I could have bought it for around oh, this is no, it doesn't say the price there either. Well, normally I pay about 20 bucks for a Liga 9. I paid like 50 there, right? So that place is kind of expensive. So if you go anywhere else on the strip and you find that cigar again, you're gonna see like, wow, this is not that expensive of a stick. But again, a $20 stick is still a really good stick. That's usually where I try to find my happy spot. But I also have tons of sticks that are like around $10 because those are great. Smoking is a very expensive habit. I don't think people realize that. I got friends that smoke like 3 cigars every day, and they're smoking good cigars, so that might be anywhere from like 60 bucks a day. If you think of 60 bucks a day times 30 days, that's like over rent for some people. That's like over 1,500 bucks, I think. 60 times 30. That's 1,800 freaking bucks, right? So for somebody like me who enjoys smoking, maybe now I'm not smoking every day, but like I think mine is probably cut that in half. So 30. I don't smoke every day, so maybe like 24 days out of the month. Yeah, I still smoke a lot. That's 720 bucks I spend on cigars every month. All right. Now I get free cigars sometimes. I give people free cigars. The way I've been trimming this down, in reality, instead of 30, wait, where did the number 30 even come from? It's 24 days. Hold on a second. So if I smoke 3 times 24, that's 72. That's 72 cigars a month. And then multiply that by around 30 bucks a cigar. Have I spent that much money? I must be smoking cheaper cigars, I think. I'm not spending $2,000 a month in cigars, although it is probably one of my largest expenses. 3 per day. Let me do the math again in my head here very fast. So 30. No. What is that? Okay, so I think my brain is just breaking right now because I'm not entirely sure how many cigars I smoke a day. Maybe 3. 24. Maybe it's at 20 days a week. Maybe let me go 3 times 24. Maybe that's no. So yeah, so 72. 72 cigars with an average price. Oh, I see. Okay, that's what I messed up at. The average price of the cigar is going to be around $10 that I smoke. So that's around 720. That's what I was thinking. Okay, that's it. Yeah, okay, that's why I made a mistake. Yeah, so around 720 bucks a month I spend on cigars. But again, I just bought a cigar. That one cigar is 150 bucks. Right? So it's a little bit different, but I think you can find good cigars wherever you go in Vegas, as long as it's not on the Strip. I think that's usually the issue, is the Strip. They overcharge for everything, and I mean everything on that Strip. Now, what I've been trying to do to mitigate this, instead of smoking for 24 days, I've been trying to move it down to around, if I can move this over here, let's say 18. Then you multiply that by your like 20 bucks or so. Never mind. So divide by 20 times 10. So maybe to $540. And what I've been doing, you guys saw me do it a couple weeks ago, I smoke with a pipe every now and again because the tobacco is really cheap. And I help out a couple cigar places around Seattle. And they just give me free tobacco, which is like, you know, free tobacco is great tobacco. You think you paid 40 bucks for it? Yeah, right. I know exactly. So if you paid 40 bucks for it, it was probably worth about $15 to $20. So again, 8 is just like the biggest ripoff in the world, but it's just kind of a fun place to smoke. When me and CT were having a cigar in Vegas, to our right there was this massive group that came out, and I was like, I know the bill's usually going to be like a few $1,000 the way they're smoking and everything. Gotta be real careful in those types of spots. They'll drain you dry. But at the same time, I know if you're in Vegas, you want to have a good time. Heck, I go out, shit. So let me see. I want to see if anything is popping off yet. Whiff is down 10% as well. Wow, we're seeing Bonk is down 8%. Aren't you glad I said I'm waiting before I buy up some assets from yesterday? I was like, I might do it today, but I think we're going to get rejected tomorrow. And yeah, here's the rejection. Getting some nice discounts here. Well, 86%. You know, how is Trump token doing? We don't talk about it that much anymore because we only try to buy into it when we have a nice opportunity to make money. But the 4-hour chart, we really haven't had many opportunities like to have a nice reversal since what? Like way back over here, March? Back over here? Yeah, it's been a minute here, guys. It's still not doing anything, though. It's kind of just turning into massive pump and dump. And, you know, the last time we really had a lot of fun with it was way back over here. And remember, I bought it like over here on the dip, and I wrote it up to like over here, 64. Technically, I wrote it up to 79, but my stop loss was at 64, so when it fell down over here, I got stopped out. But 28 to 64, that was a pretty good move right there, if I do say so myself. If only I would have been smart and sold at 79. That would have been it. But how was I supposed to know that Melania token was going to come out and Melania token was going to kill Trump token? I don't know anything about their schemes and their plans over there at the meme coin headquarters. Look at that. Melania never came back. Woo. Oh, and guys, also I should get my computer before May 1st, my new computer. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to figure out in that time how to do a rant or something like that. Not a rant, but like, you know, longer form YouTube content. What is that? Oh, coffee bean. And I'm going to plug in that stuff into Opus Clip because they do sponsor the channel. And what I'm going to try to do is, how should I explain this to you guys? See, they gave me a nice hat when I was down in Vegas. Um, I'm gonna ask for you guys' help for this. I would say in a couple weeks, because if you tell me what to do now, my brain's gonna frazzle out and forget it. I do want to do some type of half an hour long content or hour long content, and part of it might be a podcast, part of it just maybe me sharing my thoughts and stuff like that. I may have 10-minute videos, half an hour videos, hour long videos, where I kind of just talk and rant with some notes on the screen saying, hey, this is what I think about this, this, and this. What do you guys think about this? I see some people do it, but my hope is that like it's gonna suck for a couple months of me just talking kind of with my tangents and stuff. But maybe there'll become a point where I understand how to talk a little bit better, and then people will come to watch a little bit more and things like that. Like even now, what I'm supposed to do, I don't have my teleprompter on my camera here because I thought I would have my computer by now, to be honest, from the time I bought it. So when I move everything back downtown, you'll see my teleprompter there. I want to have some notes on it for when I start streaming. So it'll say like introduction, like, hey everybody, hope you guys are all having a great day. If you guys like, I always forget to say, hey, if you guys like the content, please give it a like and a subscribe. It helps with the stream a lot. And then move down to, hey, here are the topics of the day. Kind of all these nice little bullet points I can see right as I'm looking at you guys. And then from there, I think that's something I need to work on too, to just bring some more structure to the streams. I normally have those YouTube videos that I play for you, but because I'm not entirely sure what's going on with YouTube and the monetization, I wasn't really sure if I can keep on doing them. But now that I've kind of given up on it, if you will, I think what I'm going to do is just keep doing everything. I'm going to forego the money that I get from the ads for now. The only thing that sucks is nobody's a member anymore, which kind of sucks. Because I had a few tiers. One was a member tier for like 99 cents or something, no, $1.99. One was a tier for $4.99, then one was like a tier for $25 if they really wanted to support the channel, right? And now all of that's gone, which really, 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 really sucks. And there's it's not coming back. So I'm not gonna ask for Patreon money and stuff like that. You guys know I told you guys before how I'm gonna work all that stuff out, but I'm hoping I can, practice and get better at that type of stuff. And then what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, funny enough, remember how I sprained my ankle in Austin, Texas, or no, San Antonio? My ankle is still fucked up. I should probably take it to get a formal x-ray at this point, because it's better. It's a lot better. I was walking all over the fucking Vegas, but like it's still swollen compared to my other ankle, and I'm like, man, it's been like over a freaking month now. How long did these take to heal? Actually, let's ask ChatGPT. This might be a good question for ChatGPT to get into. Let's go over here very fast. I think it was this one. Let's see if I poke this right here. There you go. Push done right here. I sprained. Oops. There you go. I sprained my ankle a month ago, and I heard a pop, and it's still hurting a tad, but I can walk 20k plus steps. Yeah. The pain is on my inside arch and a little on the outside ankle ball or something like that, right? And hey, Riz, I appreciate it. What do you call yeah, like it just YouTube cut everything off, so I don't even have any control over it. YouTube just cut everything off. I hope you didn't have any. Oh, nope, I had no M whatsoever right there. Could have involved posterior tibial tendonitis, the tendon that runs along the inside of your ankle, supports arch. If it was strained or partially torn, it can cause pain while walking a lot. Oh, okay. Can also be plantar fasciitis. The pain starts near your heel and rotates forward. That could be it. I don't know. A partial ligament tear, like the arteria. Yeah, okay, I can't pronounce that. Which also involved in ankle sprains. The pop could have been the ligament stretching or partially tearing. Signs you should get it checked out. Pain hasn't improved significantly in 4 weeks. Oh, the pain's improved significantly in 4 weeks. It's got a lot better. The tenderness directly on the bone or sharp pain when they're rotating the ankle. I mean, I'm just stretching my ankle like that, like I'm rotating it, it hurts, but it's like, it's just like, damn, that's you know, that hurts. Arch pain is increasing, you're starting to feel weaker instability. No, not like that. There's a noticeable difference between your 2 feet or ankles, like swelling shape. Oh shit, yeah, they're swelling. Yeah, they're still swelling. Ease off those 20K steps for 2 days. Wear arch support. I do have a brace, but I don't like wearing it. Ice after walking. Yeah. But honestly, since it's been, oh shit, Loki, you scared the crap out of me. Oh my god, dude. Oh god, I have my headphones on so I can't hear him creeping up on me. Fucking scared the shit out of me. Yeah, I said it's worth getting an X-ray or MRI possible to do a small fracture, tendon tear, ligament damage that's healing improperly. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all that type of stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll get an X-ray here next couple weeks. Ah, shit, Loki. That's a way to wake me up, is to get pure drilling in your system. And Bitcoin's still going down right now. My god, here. Not pleasant. Most likely not plantar. No, I've had plantar fasciitis before. This is more of just an ankle thing. And it really started acting up when I was in Vegas. I was walking over the place at the booth for NAB show. But I think the next, I'm not, it's like I was thinking originally of going to Dubai for the Token 2049 event because I just hadn't been to that event before. Trump eyes ban on congressional stock trading. Interesting. So let me move this out of the way here. Oh, that's not what I was looking to get rid of. There you go. And let's go over here. I want to search for Bitcoin Las Vegas and see what it pops up. Let's see. See, this is from 2024. My god. March 8th. So it's the same exact fucking video. They just repurpose it. That's all this square does. Just keep seeing the same video over and over again. But you know what? It gets 7.4 thousand likes, 7.5. They know what they're doing. Let's see. November. Less than 2 months until Bitcoin 2025. Here we go. See, the only thing is, this is going to be in the Venetian Expo Hall. The Venetian Expo Hall is one of the largest in Vegas. It's massive. I don't know how they do it. Literally, they post it all the time. Let's see. Jesus, I gotta steal this. I gotta steal that and just start posting it myself. That's all they do. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I can't copy the video. Just there's a way to get the video. I know there is, because I know it's not their video. This is all back in July of 2024. My god, yeah. You guys are gonna see it. I expect you guys to like it. Who's going to the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas? Benjamin, yeah. I'll give that a like, even though it was a while ago. So, let me go back over here a little bit more. God bless, the market crashes. Prophecy from God, first dominoes have fallen. What do you call? I wish God cared about Bitcoin. I really do. That'd make my life. Oh man, this Sunday is Easter. I gotta go to church. Oh god. Yeah, man. Oh god, yeah, indeed. Oh well. I don't know if I have any nice clothes for that. I will wear a polo shirt. I will go buy a polo shirt on Saturday. That'd be nice and fresh for Sunday. I'll get a nice polo shirt, yeah. Plus some khakis. I'll look good. I'm not wearing a suit though. That's not what I'm doing on. So what do you call? But anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a. You bought books for this week, dude? Nice. Yeah, we were talking about it last night. This breakdown here. Saw it a mile away. But okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a night right now. I'm probably gonna go. I gotta call my grandparents, and then I gotta take Loki out to use the bathroom. He wants another treat here. Let me see if I can give him a treat for you guys. Oh, you wagging your tails? This guy also needs to get like a wash because he was rolling around the dirt today. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good boy. Yum 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 yum. Oh, yum 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 yum. Okay, take this hat off. Actually, this hat and headphones doesn't work too well, but I wanted to listen to some music while I stream with you guys to improve my mood while streaming. I feel like I'm often pretty tired. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm also, when I get my new computer downstairs, I'm gonna be doing stand-up streams again, which I thought about stand-up streams in my head, but that went over to, oh shit, how do I do that with my bad ankle? And then I started talking about my ankle. So get ready for that. It'll take some time, but I'm sure I can get something worked out. So you just got 86 from Venetian a few days ago for advantage gambling. Third strike there. They had been looking out for me. Sucks, LOL. Damn, see, they're cracking down a little bit on that type of stuff, it looks like. I know I like the Venetian a lot, but I haven't been there in ages. I normally go there for the Money 2020 conference, but this last Money 2020 conference wasn't that good in my opinion, so I'm just not going to go unless somebody actually pays me to go, which is going to be a little bit different. So see you guys a little bit later on, and have a great rest of your day. I'm going to try to relax a little bit. Tomorrow or even later on today, we will be buying up some tokens. I'll let you guys know what I buy. Primarily, it's going to be Bitcoin, some Solana, Ethereum, just to kind of see which one is the best out of those two, Solana, Ethereum. And then we'll move over to maybe 2 or 3 other tokens that you guys can help me choose. Not OM. Or no, maybe OM. Maybe we'll do OM just for the fun of it. You just never know. There will be no leverage on OM, though. Maybe 2x leverage. We're not going to do anything crazy because, goddamn, you know, that's rough. All right, guys. See you a little bit later.